Romy Mac.
Yo, what up, what up? What's going on? This is Romy Mac, and welcome to The Locker Room. Romy Mac's 2 Cents presents The Locker Room, that is. Got breaking news, rather. I just heard about, Rose found unconscious at his home, and, I think it's here in Miami. But, obviously, hoping for the best. With that situation, but of course we got Karumbe on the show today. So let me get my dog on. Yo, what up, boy?
What up, boss?
Shit, man. We got a Boys in the Hood situation going on with Rose, Ricky
Ross, man. I am a advocate of the Ross.
Yeah.
The Ross fine, man. I fuck with Ricky hard off.
Yeah, that's a drag, bro. You don't want to hear about these things happening.
Rose, man, because that man made good music. He might not get the credit he deserves now, and me and you have brought it up plenty of times that he constantly makes good music. Like, I don't think he's really maybe had a horrible album.
Right.
Like, he had one that I really didn't care for that much, but it still was a good album. Rose made good stuff, man. He's one of these few people that, like, you can tell he cares about his music. You know what I'm saying? And it's hard to find, like, lyricists, like, and artists like that today. I think, like, him, The Game, but some of those guys that actually care about what they put out. So, I was my boy,
Yeah, we've heard situations before where, he's passed out, I think, in the air and stuff like that, and the rest of the hospital. We just, I want him to stay strong and, pull through with this. His body did his body weight fluctuated, dropped a lot, the past year. So I don't know, what damage that's done to his heart. But,
body weight, really, I think it's more like they had pneumonia. So
they're saying
this guy did and didn't really take care of it.
Yeah.
And that's probably what really messed him up, man.
I'm just hoping for the, again, we're hoping for the best, man. We don't want to hear any bad news to start the year off. Well, like,
I'm a cruel person. Usually I'm like, I don't really care too much about artists, but I care about the Rose, man. I ain't gonna lie, like, he wanted, oh god, man. Yeah, he one of those people that I actually like. Then some of his music, man, like, we might not give him credit, but every once in a while he got some real shit to say, I ain't gonna lie, man. Like, buying your block back, even though it was a rap, that people don't do that. They rappers that still don't do that.
Yeah.
They buy their hoods back when they get money. Open up restaurants, buy the gas stations, all that stuff. He is one of the people that do that.
Yeah.
Like him, Gucci Man, E40, it's a couple of more people out there like it. It's like those black entrepreneurs that put money into their neighborhoods and they actually do real business stuff. So, and E40 is like a pioneer in that stuff. A lot of people don't know, man. E40 is he's been in a lot of those food chains and restaurants for a long time.
Well, Rose, like I said, man, we're pulling for you, bro. Appreciate the hits over the years, you know what I'm saying?
Hey, hopefully we get some more hits. I don't appreciate no hits. I want more.
Yeah, you're never satisfied. That's a fan for you right there. Never satisfied. Turn that shit off. Yeah, bro. So what else is popping in? And I would say sports world, but like you wanted to talk about the crooked NCAA. Like the past few weeks, there's been some stories headlining the news talking about players and coaches taking money There's phone conversation recorded with Sean Miller, the coach of University of Arizona. Taking money to secure like a I think one of the players to come there or something like that, man. I mean, what do you? Jeff, what do you make of it, man? I mean, it's nothing new. I mean, we've had movies like Blue.
I watched LeBron saying this time. I agree because I'm a LeBron. I hate it. I admit it. LeBron was like, "Have you ever seen the movie Blue Chips?" He's like, "That stuff really happened." You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah.
You can't be surprised, but it's the fact that you gotta understand, man. These dudes play ball. Same thing with football. They ended up the whole concussion thing, and you gotta look at the percentile of these dudes that go pro. They get all billions and millions of money, like I said before, into these places. So they should get some kind of compensation. I ain't gonna lie, bro. All these like big time schools should be paying these something besides a scholarship. People like, man, but they got a scholarship. I'm like, man, but they be, dude, I know sports people, they be starving. They be like, man, you go out to eat. I be feeling bad for some of these young athletes, man. They go out, they can't afford nothing. They can't. That's why you be seeing them, man, they be bumming on people, man, because they be like, they be hungry, man. These motherfuckers be, that whole thing where they be like, man, you hungry, son, you hungry. Yeah, these motherfuckers really be hungry.
Yeah, I never forget in 30 for 30 with Chris Webber. Chris Webber was begging like one of the guys that was following the story, like a newspaper, either like a photographer or editor or like just a journalist or whatever. And he asked him if he could borrow some money to get like a sandwich or something like that. And then he walks into a sports store and he sees their like apparel everywhere. You know what I'm saying? Like the Michigan stuff, the Black Sox, the Fab Five, and all that, and like they don't see none of that. So Chris was like, "I'm going into the draft," and that's kind of like what it was. He wanted to get. He got tired of being ripped off. I mean, they were in.
I think what it is, that's the same thing. I feel the same thing for like not just basketball. I'm talking about the football, the baseball players, because out where we live in, they hold the national college baseball games here all the time. You know what shit they sell? These college baseball players, none of that shit. None of it. All these athletes, they don't get shit. All you get is like, they going out of school, got this scholarship, you know what I'm saying? But they really are being ripped off. They make millions and billions of dollars off these people.
Yeah. It's tragic, man, because again, these schools accumulate so much money, on the strength of what these guys can do on the court, and then they have nothing to show for it, roughly at the end of the day. And then when they take something, somebody buys them a meal, it's illegal. They get championship stripped from them. Like Reggie Bush got the Heisman Trophy stripped from him. And nobody believes that, man. Like once you get that, you got that. You know what I'm saying? That's really what it is. It's like the court of public opinion. You can take the trophy from him, sure, but we saw him win it. He was on the field. He did that.
That's like that whole Louisville thing, man. Like,
yeah, they get you a couple ladies, man. What they hooked them up with, like some girls, some money, and all that, man. And that coach gonna act like he didn't know anything about it, but that's politics, right? That's the name of the game.
Politicians, business niggas, people do that shit every day.
Yeah.
This is how the world is.
I mean,
it's funny. I don't know, man. You strip the title from the boys, but everybody's going to win. You can't erase the memory. Well, they do try to erase the memory of people. This shit didn't happen, but yeah. But all the time, some people gonna go back and look at those tapes or whatever on the internet, like. But I thought Louisville won. I think Louisville go against was it Duke?
I don't know. I think it was. It might have been. Yeah, I think it was Duke.
I mean, that gives us a championship. But I'm saying though,
you didn't earn it. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, I don't understand when you take that away. Where Louisville won that, and that's really what it is. Where's do we know where the championship trophy is from NBA Finals last year? Do you know where it is? Do you know where that championship lies?
Probably, I don't know, in the glasses place somewhere.
Exactly. We don't know where that is. So you can strip that all you want, but we do know that we saw Golden State beat Cleveland. You can come out with something saying, oh, Steph Curry was using steroids in his socks or some shit to help him, run faster or whatever the case is, but that's not going to change the fact that Golden State beat Cleveland Cavaliers. And very well may happen this year. I think Golden State is a bit tired, and I'm pretty sure they're tired, as Cleveland. See, Cleveland has the advantage because they're not the same team.
How fucked up that would be if that actually happened, and that's how LeBron got his other ring.
Well, they're tired, and and the same thing with the 73-9 year. They played a lot of basketball. They didn't really break. I'm not making excuses for Golden State. I mean, Draymond also got that. He was forced out of the game by LeBron, baiting him in, and he took the bait, and then he got suspended for a game. So that's always gonna.
Yeah, they got to entitle him that. I'll tell you this, man. We went on another topic. Without certain players, like defensive players, you don't win championships, bro. Without the Ben Wallaces and Rasheed Wallaces, you don't see Detroit winning that damn championship.
Yeah.
I'm saying without Draymond Green or, Clay, I don't see them winning championships. You know what I'm saying? They can have Kevin Durant, but I'm just saying I don't see them winning a championship without Clay. The team is too deep. Even if they got rid of Andre Iguodala, I don't see them winning.
Right. I mean, it's a bit of a it's a story for you, what I'm saying? It's something to think about. Yeah, you need a defensive player, a big defensive player, and somebody to fight. You need a dog, you need a dog, a fighting dog, somebody that, has got a lot of fight in them, that's willing to to play that defense to stop, stop these key players from making moves. I mean, Scottie Pippen was a shutdown defender, which definitely helped out, the Bulls in both tiers. Yeah.
Rodman, bro, I don't care how you feel. Rodman was a beast in his day.
Yeah, he wore them baby shorts, but yeah. Yeah, Rodman be out there. He used to do his thing though. Let's see. Speaking of like LeBron and them, last night, they played the Sixers on Cleveland's court, and the Sixers won. And towards the end of the game, I forget the player that's on their team, man. He looks like he's from overseas. No, he looks like he's from overseas or something. But he dunked in the closing seconds, and Jordan Clarkson threw the fucking ball at the guy that dunked it, and they were upset because it was the closing seconds, because it's like you try to run the score up. So it's they were upset about an unwritten rule. So what I want to know to you, do you think they have a reason to be upset about this unwritten rule?
I got a question for you.
Yeah.
I've seen them blow out teams before. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Do you think they oh man, let's just take it out and not score it? Who cares? That dude probably don't even fucking start the game. You know what I'm saying? He just won a point.
Yeah. I don't get that. I didn't get that either. I was trying to figure out why they were pissed. But according to the unwritten rule, I mean, that's always how folks get on the Patriots for running up the score on teams. But I mean, if you're good, you're good, man. I'm gonna play into the whistle blows. You gotta play into the whistle blows, man. Honestly, you need to play into the whistle blows.
I tell you what, you see all those memes and stuff online where the person don't finish plays and they clown them, and then the other team ends up winning. The band comes out on the field and everybody's like, oh my goodness. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They lose the game because they thought they already won. Now, I don't care if they already blowing you out. I'm still gonna try to score, especially if I don't play. Man, I want my points. I want my shine.
Yeah.
Let me get my shine, Playboy.
I don't know. I mean, I want to know what happened to all the hype, though. You know what I'm saying? Like, what happened to all that hype about?
They win about 3
Not,
games.
yeah, and that's the funny part. But they won those 2 games before the All-Star break, and they're the pick. They were the pick. No, they were the pick to go to the East. They were their Eastern Conference. They're the Eastern Conference champions already because they have this youthful team and they blew out Boston by a lot. Like I said, the last time that Boston and Cleveland played, Boston blew out Cleveland. So really, what are you saying? And they don't, you know, a 7-game stretch. Do I see Boston beating Cleveland? Probably not.
I don't know, man.
I don't see it because of LeBron.
I don't think they got enough on that team actually to beat Boston. Yeah. Boston's a more complete team, to tell you the truth.
They're missing their stamp, but yeah, they're pretty decent team. I saw that. I saw J.R. Smith got suspended for throwing soup on the Butler. Jones or whatever. I was like, what's the man who used to play for Miami and Cleveland? Was it Damon Jones?
I don't know, man.
You know what I'm talking about. I used to run point guard for them. But yeah, he got he got suspended 1 game for throwing soup on a guy on that cat. I don't know, man. They were upset about something, and that's really what went about.
Yo, these niggas be straight bitches today, bro. They really showing how hoish they are.
Yeah, man, and everything is social media. You know how that goes, bro. Everybody. I mean, even from the top. I mean, LeBron kind of sets the tone for as far as like how he conducts himself on social media. Always in it. You know what I'm saying? But I don't know, man. I'm not a fan of that shit. You know what I'm saying? Like posting everything about your life on social media. Granted, you want to interact with fans, and that's all well and good. That'll help build your brand, but you still got to prove it out there on the court, though. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know. I mean, right now, who do you say is a bigger in the league, Kevin Durant or LeBron James?
Who's bigger in the league?
Yeah. So who you think is like? I'll say to you, who's the best player in the league? But Kevin Durant or LeBron James?
Man, I don't like LeBron. Why do you have to do that? You know I don't.
Well, you don't gotta like him, but you gotta respect the game.
I respect the game, man. I like Kevin Durant, though. I always have, man. I feel he's more of a leader than LeBron is by a long shot in my eyes. It's probably
Was he a leader when he left OKC for Golden State?
Hell yeah. Because the other motherfucker thought he was a leader.
Well, he is a leader.
He's a leader now. You know what I'm talking about? Mr. 20. I gotta take all the fucking shots.
Yeah.
Crazy about his team
You talking about Velociraptor?
Yeah, Velociraptor. What's crazy about his team is there's another motherfucker there that he should be taking shots too.
You talking Caramello don't do shit though.
He don't do it now, he don't.
Yeah, Caramello don't want to do shit. He don't do shit no more.
Caramel.
Yeah, Caramello. It's sad to see, the way his career is gone. I don't want it to be that way. Like I thought that Carmelo was
the same thing that kind of happened to Iverson. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I thought that LeBron and Carmelo were like, they would like see each other at the finals, or whether Eastern Conference Finals or NBA Finals. I thought that was going to be the pairing when they first came into the league together, but it kind of went I would say south for my man Carmelo. He's yet to get out of the second round of the playoffs, I believe. Same. Yeah, same with Chris Paul. These guys, man, have been in the league a while. I mean, we're all about the same age, so our basketball time is ticking, and they got maybe, I don't know, 4 years or less left in them. So we got they got to buckle down. I mean, if this is the year for Chris Paul, it will be this year with Houston. I think Houston is a
Yeah, Houston's a formidable team. Like I said,
yeah.
those motherfuckers be balling.
Yeah, I think,
They balling they ass off. I keep saying this, man. Yo, every time I see James Harden play, now he playing a little defense. I'm like, if they had this team at OKC, these motherfuckers would have rings. They probably have 3 rings by now. If they had the fucking team that they had back then now, these motherfuckers will have rings. Multiple rings. If you look at this, you'll be like, you gotta be shitting me. These niggas had Baka. They had tons of fucking talent on that team.
yeah.
And all because these niggas didn't want to pay James Harden a fucking check, bro. Oh, god damn. Nigga, don't be cheap, bro. Don't be cheap.
Yeah, man. So let me ask you as a man, Jeffrey, what's more important to you? I would say sex or food.
Booty is more important than what?
That's what they said. You know,
Booty.
boy, a man, yeah, that shit, man. shout out to the Boondocks. But yeah, so what would be, you know what I'm saying, like for you?
Man, you want to know what? I'm gonna speak for a lot of you dudes out there, 'cause y'all ain't gonna be honest. A lot of niggas will marry a female that can't cook
Ooh.
because of her booty. Real talk, right? Right?
Damn.
You don't be out there lying, because a lot of niggas out there, females can't cook. And they married to them.
Man, you just you opened a can of worms. So a lot of women. So what you're implying is that sex is more important than food.
Some people.
Oh, that's mom's right there. Yeah.
Yeah, I cook better than my wife.
Damn. Don't do that. Don't do that. You know she gonna be on the next show, man. You know she gonna be on the next show. I know. She right there, but she gonna be on the next show when she gonna voice.
Man, you know it's the truth, man.
Yeah. But yeah, so you stand by that statement that that sex is more.
Yo, man, I know, dude. Like, I got homeboys right now, right?
Yeah.
Not in you, because you taught yourself how to cook. There's a lot of homeboys out there that I got that don't know nothing but eggs and ramen noodles, my nigga. And they still talk, and they'll talk to a female who can't cook. You know, like, I don't know, man. I'm from the South, you know what I'm saying? I consider my mom like a very smart woman because she wanted me to learn how to cook when I was younger.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And there's a lot of men that don't know how to cook, and they'll go for a woman who don't know how to cook either.
Yeah, I'm pretty. I would.
Think about it. There's a lot of like a mom, like mom. Well, your mom and your wife probably don't agree on who can cook the best. Like a dude, 90% of the time is gonna go out his mom's plate. Like my mom cooks something, nigga. You know, I'm going after my mom's food.
All right, so it's like the last day on earth, the last hour. There's the baddest female you could ever be with, ever imagine in your life. I'm not gonna get you in trouble and say who anyone is, but it's the baddest female ever. And then there's the best meal you've ever tasted in your fucking life, right there. So which?
I think I eat enough food to where like that ain't on my mind. Like the last food plate ain't on my mind. You know what I'm saying?
Right. So you rather take that rather take them draws.
Yo.
Only. All right. Now here's a stipulation. She's on her period.
Why you gotta make that a stipulation?
Hey. And then also the meal is.
See, alright, so
The meal got the food got rat poisoning. And the food got rat poison on it.
Then you might as well not do shit.
You got to do one or the other. Which one would you rather do?
No, you don't. Like, I get it, like, what are we gonna do this?
And one of us said, no, you don't. So, what would it do? So, what would you do?
Play my damn video game.
This nigga stupid, man.
You right on Monster Hunt, Fortnite,
for me,
Dark Souls.
I would say for me, was sex or food is more important. Oh shit. I'm with you on that, man. Actually, I would say sex is more important than food to me too. Yeah.
Dude, there was times when I was like, when you be younger, like, I got a kid now, so I gotta get a plate. I was like, you know what? I'm not hungry. And you just have sex for a long time, and then, like, all the people like, damn, I ain't ate all day.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's it. And there's a lot of people that do the same thing. Don't even act like you don't.
Right.
You know what I'm saying, man. Like, fuck that shit, man. I can eat later.
Yeah. Okay. We got that part rocked out. So yeah, of course, another week gone by, another week for folks to go out and see Black Panther. Now, a lot of people are trying to say that Black Panther was like the greatest movie they've ever seen, and
A lot of people are fucking stupid.
yeah.
Have you not seen Step Brothers? Have you not seen?
Fuck all that. Hey,
America, motherfucker. Have you not seen Rocky, motherfucker?
Fuck all that other shit though. Like, amongst the Marvel films though, like, would you say that Black Panther is one of the best, or not the best, Marvel film that you've seen?
Nope, it's one of them. I get to that.
Yeah.
But I heard
Nah.
Thor shit fire. I love Thor.
So what would you say is the best? I mean, to date, the Marvel movie that you could probably watch.
Winter Soldier's the best.
Yeah.
You can't dispute that shit. You can't dispute Winter Soldier, bro.
Yeah, because that's what it is for me. Winter Soldier. I mean, Civil War was dope because we did have Black Panther, and they had both groups going at each other on the tarmac. But yeah, so I like the way they did Winter Soldier. Winter Soldier was incredible. So yeah, Black Panther was done very well. How did you feel about? I heard a lot of folks say there wasn't really action scenes in Black Panther. What about you? I thought that there were. I thought that seeing women being like the source of strength, that symbolism that they had there with
the Black Nubian Queens.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like showing showing their strength. I thought that was pretty cool. To highlight that. They were roughly the strongest in the in the movie, if you want to say. But like I said, with Black Panther I like Black Panther. It was a good movie, great movie, if to be honest. And not just for the simple fact that it highlighted stuff in Africa, and not just because I'm a comic film fan, but overall it was a good movie. And I watch it again. You know what I'm saying? I see high replay value in that. So yeah, that's just where I am with that. So anyway, man, getting another topic. Thinking about like the comedians that we have out. We've seen Monique talk about she's the most decorated comedian, and you know what I'm saying, and like a lot of people always hold Richard Pryor in high regards, Eddie Murphy, but I want to know, Jeff, who is the funniest comedian of all time to you that you've seen?
Yeah, I don't know, man. I'm gonna have to say y'all motherfuckers gonna get me for this. It's gotta be Dave Chappelle, bro. Like his comedy on some other shit.
But
my monkey. Like this shit always get me.
But Faison said he wasn't that funny though. He said he's corny.
Nah, man, Dave Chappelle, like that fucking comedy special, the one he did in San Francisco, man, that motherfucker's talking about, you know how AIDS got started, so motherfuckers like fucking the monkey.
Yeah.
That shit be killing me, man.
Yeah,
it's like you peel your shit back like a banana. Like, I don't want that pussy. Trying to get out of myself like a banana. It's like, y'all keep fucking this human pussy. I'm looking for this for me, nigga. You know, like, both his comedy specials to me are like fucking hilarious. Those old ones,
yeah.
Like,
were you?
I find this shit hilarious. Man.
Were you a?
Chris Rock be having some funny ass shit.
Were you a Richard Pryor fan? Did you watch a lot of like Richard Pryor stand up?
I watched Richard Pryor, but I didn't watch a lot of Richard Pryor. Like my comedy special, like my comedy person back in the day was more like what's that motherfucker's name? Bernie Mac, man. I was more like Bernie Mac's fucking hilarious, yo.
If I had to. If I had to call the funniest comedian of all time, hails from Brooklyn, and his name is Edward Murphy. Eddie Murphy is the funniest comedian of all time for me. He's always been, he's always had an influence on me. Any family member will tell you that, especially my brother. I'm always finding like a line that he said in like a movie that like really wasn't made to be noticed, but like it's just downright funny, just like the comedic genius that he was, you know, to take on.
How much it's gonna cost to make some of these white only pies, nigga pies?
Yeah, bro. And you know what? Let's talk turkey. How much is it gonna cost to turn one white only pies into nigga pie? Yeah, you know, but even his stand up material, just the way that he could work the room, work the crowd, work the mic, you know, the storytelling, and he's incredible, man. Like Delirious is hilarious. Raw, of course. You know, just Eddie was just like you see him in interviews and imitating folks. That it's like it comes so natural for him. You know what I'm saying? Like he's built up such a big name for himself that he's afraid to come out of retirement to even do stand up. That's how big it is for him. You know what I'm saying? Like he's you know, I mean, don't get me wrong, man. Dave is like it's so easy. It comes so easy for him too. Dave Chappelle is like, yo, Dave Chappelle is incredible, dude. Like, how can you knock that? The guy is just something. You know, he's remarkable, and I just feel that at least for me, that. Eddie Murphy is just by far the greatest. He's the funniest comedian of all time for me. And and that's nothing against Richard Pryor, nothing like that. You know, it's just Eddie was. You wouldn't have Eddie without a Richard Pryor, without a Red Fox, without a.
I prefer Dave Chappelle over anybody though, because it's just the delivery. I think it's the storytelling that get me, man. Like,
right.
He'll get you wrapped up in the story, and you just be following that shit, and then he hate you. You be like, this motherfucker's stupid. He ain't got no damn sense.
Yeah.
Like, who else? Well, he's not the funniest to me.
He's
I think off the fly top, like type comedians, like the motherfucker you ain't want to hang out with the most would be. Name two comedians that you think will just be like two motherfuckers you got to hang out with.
I would have like to hang out with Wise. I don't really know that'll work because I'm hanging out with Mike Epps regardless.
I was gonna say
Mike Epps.
Mike Epps and
Chris Tucker.
Robin Williams, bro.
I would say Mike Epps and Chris Tucker. Really.
Robin Williams and fucking Mike Epps, man. I would be done. Robin Williams probably have me
Mike, honestly, Mike Epps.
Fucking goofy, man.
Mike Epps and Chris Tucker is like, you know, all that high pitched shit, and then Mike fucking with Chris Tucker for making that high pitched thing. It's like, come on, man, damn. Do you have to sound like that?
Yeah, I know. I don't know, man. I think it'd be mine to be Robin Williams just off the way he acted, yo.
He
can make anything fucking funny, man.
Yeah.
Like, instead, I didn't know Robin Williams was that funny until I watched that stand-up he did, and I was like...
You talking about the one when he basically crucified Bush?
Yeah, that motherfucker's hilarious. Robin Williams was a funny motherfucker.
Yeah, he was hilarious. He hid behind the tears of a clown like some of us. And it's sad that that it's like that. You know what I'm saying? Because no one knows what you're going through, man. It get rough at times, and you got to find. That's why I love comedy so much. It gives you a reason to smile through the bullshit. Truthfully, find a ways to laugh about something. A lot of folks look at you and they say, "Oh man, you don't take anything seriously." It's not that I don't take it. It's not that I don't take anything seriously. It's more so that life is so fucked up that I'm giving that ray of hope for just having, to find something to, I want to say, smile about. You know what I'm saying? Or give somebody the joy of doing that. To make somebody laugh, man, that is like one of the greatest gifts any comedian can tell you. You know what I'm saying? Like to have that and to make a room full of people laugh, man. That's something, something special. So jumping into the next thing, man. All right, so obviously, we grew up, in a time frame where cartoons were like, I would say, the best. Wasn't in 3D or anything like that. Had some dope theme songs, but every Saturday morning, you know what I'm saying, that Saturday, first day after, the last day of school, we normally eat cereal in the morning. Well, some were fortunate to have cereal, but what was the best Saturday morning cereal, ever for you?
Man, I was poor, man. We had the cheap ass cereal with sugar in it.
So that would have to be cornflakes or something then, right?
No. Cornflakes is nasty. It's a home bread. It's like corn. Cornflakes like corn something else.
Yeah.
You might not think it's a difference, but it tastes different in cornflakes.
Yeah.
Like, it tastes way better than cornflakes. Nasty to me. But the all brand ones, like a Piggly Wiggly or Walmart or whatever.
You talking about the ones that be having the cereals in the rice bags?
Yeah, them motherfuckers, yo.
Yeah.
Now, to this day, the Walmart brand, cereal is the best, yo. It beat every fucking thing.
Yeah. I mean, maybe you could have been conditioned to the taste, but that's fine. You know what I'm saying? Like with me. I'm with the same thing, but I would have to say probably the Saturday morning cereal that was like the one for me growing up. Whew. Shit, man, it's a toss between I want to say Frosted Flakes and peanut butter crunch, Captain Crunch. You know what I'm saying? Like that. That shit was awesome.
Frosted Flakes was my mom's cereal, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, cause my mom used to eat cornflakes, and she used to chop up strawberries, trying to be all sedity and bougie with the shit. But it was good though. But yeah, like Frosted Flakes took it up another level. Kids love their sugar, and I loved it. Frosted Flakes and peanut butter crunch, because I would take peanut butter crunch to school and eat that during class and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? And, no milk, no nothing, just straight peanut butter crunch to the point where the top of your mouth would get numb from all that fucking crunching and shit. That's for me best Saturday morning cereal. Had to be peanut butter. I would say between the two, I would go with peanut butter crunch. Yeah, that's what that would be for me, man. Last topic before we close out, man. So Jeff, us being men, over 30, What do you feel like we need as men to be happy, in a sense? You know what I'm saying? Whether that's relationship, whether that's life, you know what I'm saying? Like, what do you feel is like, what is it that you require to be happy?
Man, shit, to be happy, I really don't know, bro. Because it varies from person to person, man.
Yeah, I know, and I'm asking this person, you.
Free time, bro. That's what I need. I need, like, free time. Whether that's gym time or like, just be sitting in the room by myself. I only have to be playing my game because without that, man, you're not going to be happy. You need time to think and do other stuff. You need free time.
Yeah. So free time is what you would need to be, or what you consider happy in a sense.
And the time, like even when you're in a relationship, man, you need that time to yourself and that free time, man. You need to enjoy yourself, even if it's just peace and quiet, the peace of mind. Like we've been talking about, peace of mind is important.
Yeah.
And free time and that peace of mind with yourself. Most of the time, when you get the peace of mind is when you got that chance to sit back, relax, and just think about everything yourself.
Yeah.
It's just that. That's just me. I don't know about anybody else.
All right. Well, me personally, required to be happy, really, to have a solid, I would say like a solid foundation, man, of people that, you know, that you can do stuff with. You know what I'm saying? Like people that you love, you know, again, you know, that, yeah. And also, of course, yeah, peace. You want to have peace with the folks that you know what I'm saying, that you rock with. I don't know, I don't speak for others, but I come from, you know, a background that will, you know what I'm saying, like to debate about shit, you know what I'm saying, or even argue about shit. And you just get to a point where you get tired of it, you know what I'm saying? Like we shouldn't have to do that, at least with like each other, at least unless it's something, you know what I'm saying, serious. But just to do it for the sake of doing it, yeah, that shit don't really fly, because my you know, my family is home, you know what I'm saying? Like that's peace. We should all be at peace with one another. There shouldn't be a situation where I'm around family, or you know what I mean, and we have to debate, or we have to argue to the point where we don't even we're only there for a certain amount of time, and then we all go back to our separate lives. But when we're together, you know what I'm saying, there shouldn't be any animosity, you know what I'm saying? Like we should be able to come together and just have a good time, you know what I'm saying? Like again, I get told I get told a lot, you know, I'm like a peacemaker in a sense. Is because I know that our time together is precious, you know what I'm saying? Like what sense would it make, Jeff, for me to fly out there to see you, and then like we quarrel about something, and the rest of the time we just sitting there being quiet and shit, when we can just, you know what I'm saying, squash it, go on, do what, you know what I'm saying, we know what we do, and we can enjoy our time and look back like how much, you know what I'm saying, the fun we had, not so much as be like, oh, I got issues with that person, so I don't need to come, you know, I'm not coming around them or what have you. You know, we're family, and that's really what it I feel that's just more important. So for me, I prefer to have that, you know what I'm saying, that peace, man. I ain't about the you know, the debating and shit, unless it's like sports, or we're debating like who had like the hottest, like who in your top 5, and why the fuck do you have Uzi Vert in your top 5 type shit, you know what I'm saying? But like to actually, you know, but to be with to be happy, me it would, what make me happy is that, again, that family oriented environment, and of course,
I go home and
peace
argue with people all the time.
and peace. You know what I'm saying?
I know,
Yeah. And then having peace really is what's what I find to be more important. I don't care how you get it, but you gotta have peace. You know what I'm saying? Peace is yeah. You gotta have that peace in your life, because as a black man going out into the world, not knowing what to expect, knowing how the world views you, when you come home, we ain't trying to hear that. Ain't trying to hear that shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, it shouldn't be any issues at home. You know, I'm not to say that you won't go through some shit, because you will go through some shit, but that small potato shit. You know what I'm saying? That you gotta look. I look at the big picture and understand. Someone is here to, like, again, a genuine person is here to give you to give love. You know what I'm saying? And be that and to give love to the people that you love. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's really how I see it. So that's what I see as being what should happen with to be happy. You know what I'm saying? Just peace and having a family unit, really, because there's nothing like that feeling that somebody's there and it's unbreakable. You know what I mean? Like, I know without a doubt, in this world, that if I ever needed to rap about something, I know me and you could talk about that shit, no matter what it is. And that's a wonderful feeling to have. You know what I mean? And I just I appreciate it. You know what I'm saying? Always gonna hold down the family, and we've been going strong for years now, bro. You know what I mean?
I have that, but I'm more like, I just like peace. I like to be I'm to that point, man. Like, I've always been that way, though. I just need, like, my in my room or something. I don't know.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
That's just me.
Yeah, stuff to clear your head. I mean, we're in two different phases. You know what I'm saying? You got your you got your family, and my kid is my kid is in Detroit. So yeah, like away from me. So it's a different different perspective on a lot of things. Like, and the grass is always greener on the other side. There are a lot of things you wish you had, and I don't know. It comes with it'll come with time. So we'll see how that pans out. Yeah. We're still doing the show. But that's pretty much what we have for today. Like I said, Rose, man, definitely pulled through. It's unfortunate to hear about, him being found unconscious and going to the hospital, but it's, we get so the music allows us to feel like we're close to these individuals, but again, we don't really know them. But music wise, man, regardless of what you did in your past life, whether you were a drug dealer, whether you were a correctional officer, wherever it was, man, I'm a fan of the music. That's all that matters to me. And I don't hold on to like the music in the sense that you actually did this shit. You know what I'm saying? So, Rose, appreciate your music, man, and hopefully you pull through so that you can make more hits for us. But Jeff, man, you got anything you wanna drop to folks before we close it out?
Yeah, I was gonna say something about some music shit.
Yeah.
A lot of trash came out today. Like, I just want y'all to realize, like, with this situation going on, don't wait till, like, artists pass away like they did with Prodigy and shit to listen to these, like, good music. Because depends. I'm looking at the list of stuff that came out today, and I'm just like, Take 9 drops on he cool. Yeah, alright.
Planet Earth.
Tory Lanez, Chief Keef.
Yeah, the League 4.
And Fontaine, North Carolina, Holla.
Hey, that's what it is, man. I gotta download that right them now.
Yeah, I'm going through looking at stuff, and I'm just like, man, it's some trash shit right now, bro.
Man.
Like, I'm looking at it, trying to like, I'm trying to figure out what's going on, but I can't even
Fonte.
justify this shit.
We about that life, man. Fonte, let me see what's up with Fonte, man. Fonte.
Yeah.
What is it? So Help Me God, huh? No, the name of that's the name of it, yes. Alright, cool.
But there was some album that recently came out or something. Oh yeah, I know what I was about to say. I am now officially off. I had time to break down. I said I kind of liked it when it first came out, but now I think Culture 2 is not good. We got like 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, really. I could say 5 or 6 songs I like out of 24. Holy shit, that's not good. And Gang Gang is the stupidest fucking song I've ever heard.
Straight out the jungle, yeah. I know, that's Narcos. Hit it with the Narcos.
I put Narcos. I like Narcos.
Hey, out to the window.
I can't say gang.
Yeah, that motherfucker, hey. But hey, out to the window. That's the shit, man.
Straight out the jungle.
Yeah, motherfucker said, what the fuck, man? Like, out to the window. Heap of potato.
Well, that damn is all about it. Gang. Oh, this shit came on me and I think it was on my iPod. Me and Ebony just looked at each other and was like, that's a stupid fucking song.
That's funny.
Came on my iPod and I was like, I found myself laughing at it.
Yeah.
More because it just seems so stupid to me. Like, that's the chorus. I can't stand that shit.
Yeah. And like the potato. Potato. Out the window. Wake up.
But yeah, man, I'm gonna have to cut out because I'm on 5%.
Yeah. All right. Well, we all gonna cut out right now. So anyway, stay tuned for the next episode of The Locker Room. Be sure to check out 2 Cents in a little while. But from Romy Mac and Karumbe, we out. Peace.